Stock market witnessed ups and downs in 2014 amidst market innovations. Welcome to another edition of the Nigerian Investor. Last week we talked about zero-fee stock trading app, what market expects. Today we want to look at the Nigerian stock market, a review of market activities in 2014. Year 2014 has been full of events within the Nigerian stock market as we witnessed up and down and an increase in innovations to boost trading ease and investors' confidence. While it is no longer news that the key market indicator NSE ASI closed the previous year 2013 with 47.19 gains and currently placed in the red zone with 20.67 year-to-date loss at the end of trading on 23 December 2014. The regulatory headwinds in the financial sector as well as the weight impact of foreign investors' activity in the Nigerian market, among other factors, cannot be dissociated from this current trend in the market. Despite the extended negative sentiment, the market still recorded some positive milestones, which has placed the Nigerian stock market among world-class markets in Africa and the globe. The introduction of online trading portals in the Nigerian market in Q1 2014 also represents one of these milestones. This was made possible with the launch of S-Gen trading engine by the management of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Western Securities Limited was the first to launch online trading portal in the market in March 2014, and the launch has revolutionized stock brokerage and trading services in the market, as a few brokerage firms has also told the same line of action. In the course of the year, the market witnessed very few IPOs as more issuers opted for right issue, while a few new listings were also done in the course of the year. Here is the timelines of event, listing, issues, activities in the market so far in 2014. Online trading portal was launched in the market in March 2014, pioneered by Western Securities Limited with Meritrade. The Analyst 1.0 powered by ProShare NG was launched in 2014. The Analyst 2.0, an upgraded version of the first launched site with live data feeds, was introduced later. The listing in 2014. The following company has been delisted in 2014: IHS, PNG, Starcoms, Big Treat, and Nafo Oil. So far in 2014, the market has witnessed 5 new listings. 2 of the 5 new listings were ETFs, Fedifa Grieving 30 ETF and Lotus Salal Equity ETF. Another 2 of the 5 new listings were listings by IPOs, Seplas and Omoluabi Savings and Loans PSC, while the last one is listing by introduction, Caverton Support Group PSC. SM Market recorded its first listing in 2014 with Omoluabi Savings and Loans after its official launch in April 2013. The stock currently represents the most capitalized stocks in this market segment. NSE CEO emerges president of the African Security Exchanges Association, while also NSE becomes a full member of World Federation of Exchanges in the course of the year. The TNI crew visited key market analysts and stockbrokers to hear their view on the market as well as the advent of online trading.
Remember, coming in from 2013, the market did very well. It was up around 47%. Comes to this year, we were less optimistic of such a performance, mainly because we had seen several headwinds. One of such was stretched valuations for the consumers, regulatory headwinds for the banks, and the US Federal Reserve, had announced that it was going to halt quantitative easing. Q3, Q4 in 2014. So we knew that there was going to be a sort of withdrawal of foreign investor inflows coming to the country, although to a lesser extent compared to other frontier or emerging markets. So the performance this year can be split into 2. Between January and June, the market actually appreciated marginally. However, there has been a 49% decline between the end of June till date. And this obviously can be attributed to macroeconomic factors and valuation factors. Between the same time period, July to December, crude oil prices have declined by 45%. From a portfolio perspective, especially from a foreign end, you have fears, i.e., one of the big fears are the federal government's revenues, its ability to defend the currency. The process of a rights issue is more straightforward than the process of an IPO. For the most part, companies that are doing rights issues are already listed, so the market is fairly familiar with them. The company management already knows what it takes, the requirements from the market's end, and they raised cash successfully before. From an IPO perspective, it's a new process. Seplat's IPO, which was, the IPO that made the biggest noise during the year, it was about 2 years in the making. Added to this, you had regulatory guidelines, especially from the CBN, that caused banks to boost their liquidity positions. And this is probably the main reason why a lot of the banks have taken this route to the market this year.
Ameritrade definitely has encouraged many investors to actually come, into the stock market. Ameritrade has given many new investors the opportunity to actually trade directly, from the comfort of their home or office. We've seen new investors come into the market just because of this, platform. We've seen investors increase their current level of activities because it's easier for them to trade. You get, online real-time notifications, and you can study the market the same way. However, if you look at the global picture, if you look at what's happening in the market, if you look at the entire market vis-a-vis the retail investors, you discover that it has not really met our expectation. We had very big expectations when we launched Ameritrade. So retail investors are not they're not as active as we anticipated that they would be. Even though we've seen, like I said, we've seen a couple of activities from retail investors. Yes, they have embraced it. Yes, we've seen new people come on board. Yes, we've seen clients increase level of transactions. However, like I said, it did not meet up with our expectations. If you look at the current situation in the market, look at the dominance of foreign investors vis-a-vis, the domestic investors, that has obviously also, affected. But we're hoping that as the awareness grows, as we keep creating the awareness, as we keep spreading the information, as more players coming into the market, as you can see, you have new players also offering the same service, the same online platform. We believe that penetration into the retail market would increase, and we'll see more retail investors embrace and accept the online space.
On announcement in the market, ETR signs $100 million loan facility agreement with European Investment Bank. Ecobank Transnational Incorporated, ETI, the Lomé-based parent company of the Ecobank Group, has notified the Nigerian Stock Exchange that it has signed a 7-year $100 million loan facility agreement with the European Investment Bank. Ecobank stated that it will use this loan to provide some of its subsidiaries with additional lending capacity. It will also finance some of the group's strategic capital expenditure. Ecobank continues to contribute positively to the African economy by increasing the levels of credit available to businesses, while at the same time generating long-term value for its shareholders. UBA Capital changes name to United Capital PLC. The company has notified the exchange at its extraordinary general meeting held on Tuesday, December 16, 2014, at the Lagoon Restaurant, Victoria, Lagos, that the shareholders of the company unanimously approved the change in the name of the company from UBA Capital to United Capital PLC. Below is the special resolution authoring the memorandum of association as approved by the shareholders of the company. 1. That the name of the company be changed to United Capital PLC to reflect its separate identity from United Bank of Africa PLC. Consequently, that Clause 1 of the memorandum of association of the company be substituted with the following new clause. The name of the company is United Capital PLC. 2. That the board of directors be and are hereby authorized to take all such actions as they deem necessary in order to carry into effect the purpose and intent of the above resolution, including without limitations the filing of any required document with the Securities and Exchange Commission at the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Corporate Account Commission, and any other regulatory authorities. On people and changes in board, Seplat appoints Marian Kene as new company secretary. Seplat Petroleum Development Company PLC Seplat had notified the exchange that at a meeting of its board of directors on 29 October 2014, Mr. Isaiah Odeleye resigned as the company secretary. Mr. Isaiah Odeleye remains an employee of Seplat. A new company secretary, Dr. Marian Kene Kashiku, was appointed. Seplat also stated that the effective date of the change is 1st November 2014. Unity Cap announces the resignation of Bamidele Adeleke as director. The company has notified the Nigerian Stock Exchange that Mr. Bamidele Adeleke has tendered his resignation from the board of the company effective 12 November 2014. Mr. Adeleke was, prior to this resignation, a non-executive director of the company. CBN reduces foreign exchange trading position of authorized dealers to 0%. The Central Bank of Nigeria has observed the recent development in the foreign exchange market and its consequences on the stability of exchange rates. In order to preserve the stability of the market, the foreign exchange trading position of individual authorized dealer, which is currently at 1% of its shareholders' fund, unimpaired by losses, has been temporarily reviewed downward to 0% with immediate effect. Consequently, authorized dealers are therefore required to maintain 0% of their shareholders' fund as foreign exchange trading position at the close of each business day. Any infraction of the requirements of this circular in any way whatsoever will attract appropriate sanction, which may include suspension from the foreign exchange market. NSE announces Christmas and New Year market hours. This is to remind market participants of the hours in operation for the Nigerian Stock Exchange over the Christmas and New Year period. Market is expected to trade half-day on Wednesdays, December 24 and 31st, 2014, while it will be closed on 25th and 26th December and January 1st, 2015. That's all we have for you on this edition of the Nigerian Investor. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance.